Good evening, Woodbury District 833. And thanks for tuning into Channel 4 APWH History News. The top stories for today are a big turnover for the colonists in the American Revolution. Napoleon takes over France, and a proud day for slaves across America because President Lincoln has signed the Emancipation Proclamation giving slaves freedom. Before we dive into those stories, though, let's go live to our lead correspondent, Justin Koo, in China, to see a live report at the Opium War. Justin, to you. How's it going over there, Justin?
Well, Joe, the opium here in China is clearly taking a toll on Chinese citizens. As you can see over there are some soldiers who clearly don't know what they're doing. All around you, you see British forces advancing on Chinese territory, and you look around and you see rubble everywhere. It looks for the entire world that the Chinese cannot win this battle.
Whoa, man, try some opium, dude.
Excuse me,
18th
sir.
century blazing.
Sir, we're in a newscast, sir. Sir!
Dude.
Sir! Get some help. Oh, sir. What can you tell me about the opium?
It's alright, dude.
Sir, do you need medical attention?
I'm fine, bro.
You're bleeding everywhere.
It's okay, man. Relax.
Sir, are you sure? Oh. He seems to be asleep, so clearly opium has taken a toll on Chinese society. Back to you, Joe.
Thanks, Justin.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Hello, slavers. Look at your slave. I'm back of mine. I'm back at your slave. I'm back of mine. Sadly, he's not strong. But if he wasn't a cheap and dangerous servant and was an African slave, he could work like mine. Look down. Back up. Where are you? You're in a boat in the middle passage with the slave your slave could work like. What's in your hand? Back up. I have 2 tickets to America. Let's look again. The tickets are now diamonds. Anything is possible. Anything is possible when your slave works like an African slave and not like a cheap and dangerous servant. I'm on a horse.
Hi, Billy Mays here with a new revolutionary drug called opium. If you are stressed, in pain, have anxieties, or just want to have a good time, this is the drug for you. Just listen to these satisfied customers. We'll give you 5 grams for not $100, not $75, not $30, not $20, but $19.99. That's right. We're going to give you 5 grams for $19.99. But if you call right now, we'll double that offer and we'll give you 10 grams of opium for $19.99. Yeah. Welcome back. Folks, I've got some stifling news about the American Revolution that will change American history forever. But first, let's take a look at the one-mile skirmish between the British and the colonists that turned into an all-out war. It all started with the high tariffs placed on the colonists after the 7 Years' War. The first act of violence was the Boston Tea Party and the Boston Harbor. The British forces proved to be too overwhelming, but then Washington sailed across the icy Delaware rivers, and the odds turned in the favor of the bluecoats. Thank God. This just in, the British have surrendered at the Battle of Yorktown. What a glorious day to be in America. And now we go to an interview with Simon and Julia. To you.
Thanks, Joe. Now with me here is famous Simón Bolívar, liberator of South American countries from Spanish rule. So tell us, Who was your inspiration and what drove you to do what you did?
Well, J.I., it was George Washington and what he did in the U.S. to go against the Spanish rule and fight for independence. And main goal was to unify South American countries into a great confederation. Oh, yeah.
Interesting. So tell me, what steps did you take to achieve this goal?
And well, the army, my best man, and the South Spanish hit on. And that immediately was my fuel. I want for change and freedom in South America.
There you have it. So what did you do after you defeated the Spanish?
I united Venezuela, Congo, and Ecuador, and into a republic called Gran Colombia, and currently trying to bring Peru and Bolivia into it too, because I just want lots of land.
Thanks for joining us here today, Simone. And join me tomorrow as we interview a doctor about the dangers of tuberculosis. Now back to you, Joe. Dangerous.
And now, another word from our sponsors.
Do you have that special someone? Do you want to show them how much you love them? Come right down and get our necklace from Africa, the #1 jewelry store in the world. You can get Ghanaian diamonds, or Nigerian diamonds. And for a special time, limited edition Egyptian diamonds, starting at $99, not including mining fees. Make your friends say he went to Africa.
Now we go to Gus with sports.
Joe. On the sports scene, we have a heated game against the North and the South in the Civil War Championship. Currently, the South is in the lead, but an upcoming game in Gettysburg is set to give the North the lead. I have here Abraham Lincoln, the team captain for the North. Abe, how are you feeling about the tournament so far?
Well, Gus, it's been a tough fight against the South, but I'm sure the end victory is ours. We've already got our victory speech prepared.
We wish you the best. Now we go to Africa, where the Europeans are fighting for dominance. As of right now, the British hold the lead, with the French at a close second. Tensions are still rising following the Berlin Conference draft last week, though. Belgium, with a strong first draft pick, claimed a strong central land Congo, but it was the British and the French who clearly had the better pick. Now back to you, Joe.
Thanks, Gus.
And now over to Whitney with the weather.
Alright, thanks, Joe. Well, we have some migration from Indonesia and China over here to America. Also, from Europe to the United States, and those good African slaves are coming from this general region, up in there. How exciting! How exciting! What about their migration? Then we have some migration in the European areas right here. Most of them are migrating over here to the United States, but some of them are moving from the country right in here to the city to make homes and have families. And that is all for weather today.
Thanks, Whitney.
You have been watching the AP World History Newscast. On behalf of all of us at Studio 1000, good night. I'm Karl Marx, and I approve this message.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I was just reading my Communist manifesto that I wrote. You may have heard of me. Hi. I'm Karl Marx. But you can just call me Carly. I'm here today to tell you about a new type of society. A society not based on class. That's right, you heard it here, folks. A society not based on class. I want you to vote next week to to overthrow the government and implement a socialist party into power. What will this socialist government do? Well, it will eliminate private ownership of any property. It will give all ownership to property to state-based organizations. Second, everyone will get a fair share of resources. For example, take a loaf of bread. Everyone gets a piece, you see. No one gets nothing. No one gets everything, but everyone gets something. This has been Karl Marx. I want you to vote next week to overthrow the tyrannical government. Thank you.